Oh crap! We don't have an intro for this one.
You know,
I'm
bearded
sorry.
geek, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about your face. It just makes me want to PAM!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek. Joining me, as always, is Mikey the Freak
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
and Steve.
PAM!
Today, we're reviewing the movie Stepbrothers, but before we do, let's check out that trailer.
Yes, let's.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Oh, Lord.
Hey. Hey. All right, everybody. Sleeping arrangements. Brennan, you're going to be sharing a room with Dale. Just until the two of you get jobs and you move out.
Hey, are you awake? Yeah. I need your guns. As soon as your eyes shut, I'm gonna punch you square in the face.
Could we make bunk beds? We'd have so much more room for activities.
Touch my drum set. Don't touch it! All right.
Did you touch my drum set?
Why are you so
Why are you
sweaty?
so sweaty?
I was watching Cops.
I think
Let's
they
watch
should
it, Cops.
like each other.
What are you doing?
I'm bearing your life.
I'm alive, man! I'm alive!
You're waking the neighbors. Shut up! Okay, name your favorite dinosaur. Velociraptor.
All right. If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
John Stamos.
What?
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Yep.
You want to do karate stuff in the garage?
Have 1 month to find jobs or you're out in your asses.
What?
I will arrange interviews and you will go.
Who's this gentleman sitting behind you?
Hello, Miss Lady.
You can't.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your
You
mouth.
shouldn't
Shut-
tell the
shut
person
your
who's
mouth.
interviewing you to shut their mouth.
You're sounding stupid now.
I'm sorry. What did
You're
you
just
just
coming
say?
off stupid.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Well, if it isn't Dale Dobick and his little buddy.
Just leave me alone, will you?
Shut up, fool!
You should treat me, an adult, with some respect.
She don't say fool.
No.
So maybe you don't go down that way anymore.
That's what we talked about. We're going to take the long way home.
Can we turn our beds into bunk beds?
It'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
You're adults. You can do what you want.
This is the funnest night
No power,
ever.
Wolf.
Hey, I never asked
Hey, you guys talking. I'll be right back.
Bully.
There's blood everywhere.
I love this movie.
Oh, jeez.
So this is one of my favorite movies, but two aimless middle-aged losers still living at home are forced against their will to become roommates when their parents marry. This is one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, and my second favorite Clara Clayton movie. This is an awesome movie. It's I quote
Some
this
people will
movie
get
all
it
the
sooner or
time.
later.
Yes, yeah, some will, some
I get
won't,
it.
but it's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I quote this movie all the time. What, did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Yep. And anytime me and Mikey the Freak would go fishing, we'd be on the boat and going out to our fishing spot. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
you gotta sing it. It's part of the ritual,
Absolutely.
man. It's part of the ritual. It's I don't know, man. I could watch this movie on loop almost. It's one of my it's freaking hilarious. Mikey the Freak, what'd you think about this movie on rewatch?
Yeah, it's one of the funniest movies out there with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell as a combo. Of course, Talladega Nights is probably
Yeah.
You have to be I'd say you have to be a NASCAR fan to really enjoy
Not
Talladega
really.
Nights. But you don't. Yeah, it's true. You really don't. But this one it's they feed off of each other so much, and both of those actors, they ad lib so much. So I'm sure that the bed scene where they're whispering at each other when you first meet them says, "When you fall asleep, I'm gonna punch you in the face." He also says, "When you when you fall asleep, I'm gonna take a pillowcase and fill it full of bricks. I'm gonna hit you in the head with it." So some of that stuff, you're like, they probably made that shit up as they were going, and they just kept it rolling. So I thought that was funny. But there's so many great parts in this movie where I'd say you're not constantly laughing, but you're laughing out loud. You just put it that way. Most of the movie is them fighting back and forth because they're both immature 12-year-olds living at the
39
home.
and 40. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And mentality of a damn 12-year-old. So they're constantly fighting just like new stepbrothers would.
Yeah.
And then, towards the end of the movie, they're like, okay, well, they get it, their parents get a divorce, so they're on their own. They sell the house. So they have to be adults. So that it kind of gets a little serious with them trying to be an adult and trying to figure some shit out. And then you have the infamous scene at the end where the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about where they beat the shit out of all those kids.
Yeah, that was funny too. No, that was later on the end. I'm not at that part yet. But yeah, the Catalina wine mixer where they put it together to get their parents back together. So they do their band. They put the band together, and it works.
Oh, we are strictly 1980s Billy Joel. Thank you.
Yeah, I love. Oh, Horatio Sands was so funny in this movie. For the small part he had, the small part that he
strictly
had.
1980s, strictly 19 Billy Joel. Thank you, not doing anything else.
Yeah.
And Brendan sure can wear the shit out of that pirate hat. Love it. Steve, what did you think about this movie on rewatch?
Man, this movie is so funny. This was the movie that introduced me to Adam Scott. He's so funny in it. Everybody was so. I wanted to be a dinosaur.
See, I don't have.
You can't be a dinosaur. You're a human, Dad.
And that's the problem. Yeah, it's a great coming of age when you're already an adult. Like it's a brilliant film. I love it.
Yeah, don't lose your dinosaur.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie is when his brother's wife meets Dale in the bathroom, and and she takes him. He's like, "Oh, it's so slippery." And then they finish, and she's like, "Oh, take a champ, I gotta pee." And she goes to the urinal and lifts her leg. It's freaking hilarious.
I want to say that's one of the first films I remember Catherine Hahn being in as well.
Oh, love this movie. If I had to rate this movie, though, I'm gonna a straight 9. It's a 9. I almost want to say 9.5, but it's a full 9, easy for me. How about you, Steve?
Yeah.
What would you rate this movie?
I would give this movie a solid 9 as well. It's a lot of fun across the board. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I'm gonna punch you in the balls repeatedly.
I love that part.
I love it's a great line that I love. So yeah, no, I love this flick. Solid 9.
Mikey the Freak, how about
Mikey
yourself?
the Freak, what would you give it?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to kick you in the balls repeatedly. A solid 9, absolutely, all across the board.
Oh, very cool, very cool. All right, some fun facts about this movie. Despite playing his mother, Mary Steenburgen, words are hard. Despite playing his mother, Mary Steenburgen is only 14 years older than Will Ferrell. The book that Nancy is reading during the bunk bed scene is Walking on Eggshells, Navigating the Delicate Relationship Between Adult Children and Parents by Jane Easley.
My dad says we're going to wait for the retard to go to bed, and then we're going to double team the mom.
Who's the retard?
Will Ferrell does his own singing. John C. Reilly does his own drumming. There you have it.
I'm gonna fill a pillowcase full of soap and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
That's the part I was
movie is-
telling. They probably
yeah.
ad-libbed all that stuff, which was
Oh,
hilarious.
they fully did. They fully ad-libbed a ton of it because if you look at some of the outtakes, it's not the same thing that they say over and over again. It's freaking hilarious. I love it. Steve, what do we have for a soundtrack on those movies?
Boy, we got some good ones. We got A Punk by Vampire Weekend. We got North American Scum by LCD Sound System. We got Harry Balls by John C. Reilly. We got Captain Bevenet and his ragtag crew.
Do we have Harry Balls?
Written by Adam McKay and Steve Weinberg. Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Breathe and Stop. Sweet Child of Mine. They do technically have that. Brother, performed by Lee Farrell and Hal Ratliff. Learn by DZ Rascal. Make Your Dreams, or You Make My Dreams. Oh, by Hall & Oates. This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan. Live on Stage by The Alchemists. Tristan Isidel. Something to Talk About. You're on My Mind. Under Pressure, Boats and Hose, Marshmallow World, Deck the Halls, Family Bible, Back and Forth, Slow Burn, Keeping the Faith, The Longest Time, purely 1980s Billy Joel, Porti Voler, Father Christmas, The Impression That I Get, Derby Day, and Double Cheese.
Double cheese. Double cheese being my favorite. Yes. Mikey the Freak, what do we have for related
Double
reels?
Cheese, written and performed by Or Refbern and Amir Afrat.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
It works. I don't know where that was in the movie, but that's cool. Let's see. Double Cheese. John C. Reilly. One of the good movies. John C. Reilly, Gangs in New York. Boogie Nights. And then Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers on HBO or on Max.
You know that new
great.
Star Wars
go.
film that's out. People tell me that I look like Han Solo. Do you think I look like Han
Chewbacca.
Solo?
Chewbacca.
No, I'm quoting Boogie Nights. It's John C. Reilly.
But he
Naughty
was
candy.
He was Chewbacca in this film.
He was Chewbacca in this film.
It was. It's okay. My mask isn't TV or movie worthy. Will Ferrell, Semi-Pro, Talladega Nights, which is also with John C. Reilly, Elf, Anchorman. He's in Eastbound and Down. There's so much with
Loaded
Will
Up and
Ferrell.
Trucking.
Yep, absolutely. And then Richard Jenkins, which plays the dad. He was in A Cabin in the Woods. He was in Burn After Reading, and then in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Very cool. All right, guys. As we come to a close, Steve, where can people find you on your podcast?
It's the last podcast you'd want. Tip the field, try the staff. Thank you all for coming, and if you didn't, better luck next time. Thank you, Floating Circle.
Make sure you check out the Mod Squad Network. That's the sister channel to Back to the Retro Review, where we have a movie show, a horror show, a gamer show, a interview show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Make sure you do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumb and hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you think of Step Brothers, because I know you've seen it. Everybody's seen
You
Step
have
Brothers.
seen it. Everyone has.
You have seen it. All right, guys. That does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See ya, Boats and Hose.
Who's the